Hey guys, Brantech here, coming up with a progress video. I think it's number 4 or 5. But anyway, sorry for no clip right here, like me just doing a live commentary showing you my stats and stuff. My membership actually ran out, and for some of you that, don't buy from the credit card from the Jagex website, you actually have to go to the store, and I probably won't be going to the store for a little while, so here's me actually just doing an Easter event just for a place filler for now. But anyway, I will be starting the series at Friday. Hopefully I get my membership by then, but my total level is around 763 as far as I can remember. I did a lot over this break, just because I have a spring break and I just played a lot of RuneScape, to be honest, and actually got a lot of progress done and took a break from Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And I reached 1,000 subscribers on April Fools, which is kind of strange and ironic, but it's whatever. And I'd like to thank you guys for reaching 1,000 subscribers. I will be making a video on Friday or Saturday, but other than that, I'm gonna go and cut to the pre-recorded clips right now. Alright guys, here is actually me training prayer. Now this did cost me around 140-ish K, and I almost actually got scammed for the dragon bones to big bones thing, but luckily I was smart enough to notice it, because I watched a guy named Alan's quest, and he actually helped me, and I actually run out of dragon bones right now, so I just panicked a little bit and just grabbed the spare big bones I had in my bank for killing hill giants. But luckily this inventory, the last bone, it was actually enough just to get my prayer up to 43, just because this method is very tedious, just because there's no gilded altar, but it's actually better XP than gilded altar per bone. As you guys can see, it's pretty tedious, and then you just go click on the Ectofontis, and there you go. I got 43 prayer for Monkey Madness. It's really hard to do Monkey Madness without 43 prayer. I don't know how Soulstate did it, but it just happens, I guess. And I did overstock on food. I didn't even need prayer potions just for the boss. It was particularly easy. If you didn't want to kill the boss, you could just go stand on the ledge, so that you could just let the gnome warriors do the damage, and you could just go AFK for like 1 or 2 minutes, and you just have to do the last hit. But overall, the boss was pretty easy. The quest was somewhat easy, it's just very tedious. And here is me actually finishing and talking to the guy to get out right now. And I did have some problems doing this, as I did DC, as you guys can see. And here's me actually getting out and actually finishing the quest finally. I was just on a questing rampage actually. I quested 2 quests every day for like 5 days straight, just to get my dragon scimitar. As you guys can see, I leveled up some levels there. But here's me actually getting a dragon scimitar for 100k. Guys, if you aren't up here, just go buy it from Apatal, just because it's 10k cheaper than what people actually buy it for. As you guys can see, I can't wield it. And here's me actually finishing Nature Spirit for the remainder of my defense XP. This quest was pretty easy, as you guys can tell. This is just an intermediate quest, which isn't really that hard. All you gotta do is kill some ghast and get some Mortmire fungus, and then you're done with the quest. And it gives around 2k defense XP, which isn't bad. As you guys can see, I am talking to the grotto right now and finishing the quest. As you guys can see, I leveled up 44 defense. What a troll. And I thought the Fremnik Trials quest would actually get my defense up to 45 so I can use a Berserker helmet, but unfortunately that wasn't the case. This quest, if you guys are planning to try and do it, make sure you have 1.5 hours to 2 hours of spare time, just because this quest is really tedious, just like Monkey Madness, but it's slightly easier. This is a must for Zerks, Barrows Pure, or really anything. Now this is the last step I'm doing actually, so I can actually finish the quest. Now I remember doing this when I was in 2010. It was actually pretty hard just because I didn't know there was such thing as quest guides up until 2011 actually. So I actually did these quests, you know, just off, you know, judgment and stuff. And here's me actually finishing it, failing. Now I just figured out that you had to use the frozen key on the stove. And here's me actually finishing the last trial. As you guys can see, I just needed to talk to the chieftain and finish the quest. Here's me talking to him. And sadly, I didn't get 45 defense. As you guys can see, I checked my stats. You know, because I really wanted to train with 45 defense, but apparently I'm gonna have to do the heroes quest that I'm gonna have to get 50 mining for, which is gonna be a pain. And you know, after that, the next day, I decided to do some easy quests just to get it out of the way, to get like some Prosceliate or initiate armor. You know, they're one of the best prayer bonus armors in the game. Actually, they are the best actually. You know, this quest is pretty easy. It took around 5 to 10 minutes. But, you know, here's me actually finishing the quest right here. As you guys can see, I did fail a little bit here. The Black Knight actually just hindered my way from walking. As you guys can see, look, I failed like 4 times. And sadly, I didn't bring a weapon to kill them. But, you know, I got through. Just dropped the cabbage in that thing and ruined the witch's plan. Finishing the quest. Now this is a free-to-play quest, so I remember doing this when I was a really low level. And you know, this quest, yeah. Here's me actually talking to the Sir Amik and finishing the quest. Now this is the last quest I actually did over the little break that I had. It was a really a pain to do, just because I failed this room almost twice, just because I mixed the mixture wrong. And I'm sure for those of you who are actually trying to do this quest, you guys are gonna struggle trying to do this quest, just because if you mess up, you're gonna have to redo this whole maze again, which is pretty time consuming. So it took me around 30 to 40 minutes to do, but I'm sure for some of you more experienced questers, it shouldn't be too hard. And here's me actually just mixing up the formula. And this is actually the part where I messed up, guys. You're gonna actually want to follow the steps that I do, because I mixed the wrong mixture and I couldn't get. As you guys can see, I finished it. Now this is one of the easiest doors to do. I didn't even need to prayer flick, I just wanted to do it for the video, you know, I thought it'd be fun. And this is actually the last one. No, it isn't. Now this one was pretty easy too. All you gotta do is find which one was missing. Pretty self-explanatory. And here's me finishing the quest. Got some good prayer and Herblore XP. And after this, I'm going to be trading some fire making for 30 fire making. I forgot what quest it was, but you know, it did bring me like 25 total levels. As you guys can see in the previous clip, I did get the 30 fire making, which was pretty tedious. So then I decided to get 46 wood cutting. You know, might as well, because I was only like 1k away. And here's me actually training Slayer. Now I was slaying for a little bit. I got from 20 Slayer to 27, which isn't that much, but I did make quite a few GP while doing this. As you guys can see, my task is crocodiles at the moment, and this is where the task where I kind of rage quit, just because it's a pretty tedious task. I know I should have canceled it and stuff, but I decided to do it anyway. Now I know the right technique to kill these crocodiles is actually to range it, but I did. This was actually my first time, so I didn't even know. You know, so this made my task pretty hard. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like if you enjoyed it. Comment on what I should do next, or some criticisms and questions that you might have. Like the video if you enjoyed it, as I did get a lot of progress, and this did actually take quite a while to make, so it would really be appreciated if you actually could give this video a like. It would really be appreciated, like I said, and subscribe for more content. And other than that, guys, have a good day. Bye.